Annyeonghaseyo. Hello. So this is my first blog post about my trip to Korea. Today is Wednesday for me. It's still Tuesday back home, and that really throws me off when I'm talking to people. So I'm like, hey, why aren't you at work right now? And I'm like, because it's 7:30 at night on Tuesday. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. So these stairs right here are literally right here. Go up to a loft where I sleep. My apartment is kind of a mess because I came in last night and just dropped everything, but I'll give you literally a 5-second tour. So, that's the rest of the couch, my little bitty tiny IKEA couch. That's the door, all my perfume, that's my view out the window. Let's see. That's the loft where I sleep up there. Can you see that? Yep. There's the door and the kitchen. And I'm like right here is my bathroom. It's a really small apartment. So with my suitcase being as big as it is was a little difficult to um, keep it clean. So that's really just an excuse, kind of my fault, whatever. It'll take me all of 5 seconds to clean it up, which I will do before I leave today for the second time. I left earlier and went and got some kimchi jjigae, which is typical breakfast, kimchi jjigae and rice. It was delicious. I go to the same place all the time. And because I go there so often, when I walked in, the lady already knew what I wanted to order. Gee, I wonder how she remembered my face. That's so crazy, right? And she asked me what I wanted to eat. I answered her in Spanish. I don't know why. It's just the first thing that came out of my mouth. I answered her in Spanish. And her face was like, okay. And I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. But, wasn't a big deal. She came back and brought my food like I wanted. It was great. The girl sitting next to me was also eating by herself. Yes! Sorry, I'm also watching TV. And I knew I was freaking right. I'm watching this show, partially, called Show Me the Money. And when I first saw it, I was like, hey, that's Loco. Loco is a rapper on a label, AOM, AOMG. I like Loco's music. I like Loco. I think he's a cool dude, just from Instagram posts and things like that I see. Not like I know the dude personally. But he seems pretty cool, pretty legit. And I'm like, why is he on Show Me the Money? Like, I don't understand. But it's also middle of the day, so I don't know if I don't know when this was filmed. Fuck it, I'll just put it like that. I don't know when this was filmed, but Loco is on Show Me the Money, and good for you getting some TV exposure. Uh, you don't even need anybody to show you money. You got plenty all by yourself. Whatever. I get easily sidetracked when it comes to Korean things and stuff like that. But anyway, I wanted to go over a couple of things that I saw when I got here. So this manual was sitting on the counter when I came in. I didn't read it. I was like, whatever, I'll figure shit out. So first thing that it tells me about is the remote control and using the heating and cooling unit. This is my favorite part right here. It says, in summer, only use the button for the shower. Alright, now it's hot as balls outside. I walked, I don't know, a quarter mile, and I mean, I'm not exactly a skinny chick, but I'm also not unhealthy. But the thickums that I am, damn near sweating like a sweat slave when I got to where I needed to be. Shit was unreal. It's because it's so humid here. It's just humid. And anyway, back to the Asian chick that was sitting next to me. She was also American, didn't speak a lick Korean, and they all looked at her like, the fuck? Because she was an Asian chick. And she's like, I can't even read the menu. I don't know what I ordered. What did you get? And I told her, and she was like, oh, I have no idea what I'm eating. I'm just going to eat whatever they bring. And I totally know that feeling because the first time I had to go and order food by myself, that's how I felt. I mean, I could read the menu, but I'm very afraid to speak Korean because it's not as good as it should be. So I wanted to make sure that I was understood and things like that. So I hope that when I ordered my kimchi jjigae the first time, that I was understood and she got it for me. And it worked out just great. So I'm happy about that. And now hopefully this other girl will know kimchi jjigae, and if she goes back to that same restaurant tomorrow, she'll order it. Or if she goes to another place where they serve it, awesome. And she too said that she was sweating her ass off because it's so humid here. The weather is nothing like Arizona. It's only, hell, if it's 80 degrees outside, good for them. But it's so humid. It's like monsoon season, just not as hot. So instead of it being 115 and humid, it's 80 and humid. And it hasn't rained since I've been here, which is all fine and good. But yeah, it's hot as balls outside, no doubt. So anyway, back to this thing. Told me how to do the remote control, la-di-da-di-da, that's great. Kind of figured that out on my own, didn't read the manual. And the next one, that I also probably should have read, but I didn't, tells you how to use the washing machine. Because believe it or not, in this little bitty apartment, there's also a washing machine right next to the sink. It's great. And everything's translated to English on here. I don't need no stinking English. I just looked at it and I was like, alright, that's the power button. That button looks like play. And I'm going to go with this setting right here. And that's how I wash my clothes. And it came out just fine. But now that I know that I can do fabric softener, that's great. Because there's no dryer, I have to use a towel rack, basically. Which, there's my towel rack over there. Oh, so you can kind of see my washing machine. And there's my towel sitting on the towel rack. So I always put the towel there after a shower. Oh, and you can probably see my teeny tiny bathroom over there too. See that? Yeah, that's the bathroom. Now that's not just the door. That's the door, the sink, the toilet, the shower, everything. It's just bigger than an airport, not an airport, but an airplane bathroom. If you put maybe 2 airplane bathrooms side to side, 1.5 airplane bathrooms side to side, that's how big that room is. Total. Yeah, that's everything in there. It's super small. Yeah, but it's very efficient, so I'm not, worried about that. What else since I've come to Korea? I love it. The people are super, super nice. If a lot of people are staring at me, I don't know. I haven't noticed that. Look at how huge I look. I look so fat. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind. I don't know. Good Lord, I look so fat. Like Jabba the Hutt. I swear I have a neck. See, I have a neck. I have shoulders. Unfortunately, I have big boobs, so they kind of stick out. Yeah. But anyway, people have been super cool to me here in Korea. Nicer than people back in the States, actually. And if people have stared at me, I haven't really noticed it. I speak enough Korean that everyone has been nice and understood what I was saying, and they helped me out. And if they don't speak very good English, you know what? We figure it out through sign language and broken language, so it's all good. Things I have done that I didn't vlog. Went to Cafe de Arts, owned by J Park. It was cool. I had the best bingsu in the world there at Cafe de Arts, so highly recommend it if you ever make your way to South Korea. I went to Gyeongbok Palace, went to Wacky World, Went to Coex. Coex is a really big mall in Gangnam. Went there. What else did I do? Walked around Itaewon. Got lost. Funny blog post about getting lost in Itaewon. Walked around Hongdae all by myself, and it was okay. Went to Seoul Tower. I've done a lot of stuff, actually. I'm pretty sure I've walked close to 50 miles since I got here Friday afternoon. You would think, you know, you walk. That's why Korean people are thin, and that's why they can eat like 6,000 calories in one meal and never gain weight, because you walk 100 miles to get anywhere. I wore out my flats. Yeah, my flats are done. I need new flats now. And I walked until my Nike shocks made my feet hurt. And anybody who's got shocks will tell you, your feet don't hurt when you wear shocks. You can do stuff all day long and you're good to go on a pair of shocks. Well, not the case here. I literally walked until my feet hurt. Now, I really can't wear any other shoes except for my shocks, because trying to get around and you have to walk so much, no, feet swell up like wow. So that's all I do now, is stick it in my shocks, and I'm good with that. I also want to give a big thank you to Charlie Cheer. If you don't know who that is, she's an awesome YouTuber. She does a great video blog. Look up Charlie Cheer, follow her. I had a little consultation with her before I came to Korea, and she gave me really good advice. It was awesome. Yeah, I like it. I plan on coming back as soon as possible, and I'm going to bring as much of my family with me as I can. I mean, granted, there's just, you know, 2 of us in my family that really count, and that other person is all down and ready to go, so that's going to be fantastic. I haven't been able to video blog much because I've been on the go. This is my first time actually sitting at home for any period of time, and the only reason I'm sitting at home is because when I went and had my kimchi jjigae this morning, it was just so humid. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. So I had to come home and rest for a minute. And I was like, hey, probably put up that first blog post. So here it is. Let's see. Other than that, I'll blog again when I can. If you want to read some of my stuff, because my trip to Korea and then all I did in Korea, it's been kind of crazy. It's migukyoja.wordpress.com. I'll put a link down below as well. And yeah. Oh, I can only think of one thing that's kind of funny. Well, a couple of things that are kind of funny that have happened since I got here. So there was, you know, going through this morning and getting my kimchi jjigae, and she confirmed my order in Korean, and I answered her in Spanish. Whoopsies. But other than that, before I got to Korea, there was a person who kept sending me messages. This guy kept sending me messages over and over and over and over. You know, be more than happy to help you with your Korean. It'll be great. When you get here, let's meet, let's hang out, blah, 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 blah. Well, there are those guys that feel like, oh, a foreigner, awesome. Foreigners are easy. Foreigners sleep with anybody. No, I mean, maybe in some cases, but not in this one. So, I wanted to see exactly what was going on with this dude, you know? So I just kind of let him send messages, blah, blah, played along, whatever. And he started messaging me a lot on Kakao Talk, which is a really good app I use that to talk to all of my Korean friends, and it came in clutch when I needed to talk to people back home. I made them download Kako so that we could talk, because it uses data instead of my cell signal, so I could call, talk to people at home whenever, and it was all good to go. So loved it. Anyway, so talking to this guy, and he's sending me all these messages on Kako. You know, it'll be great. We can meet. I can show you around. Blah 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 blah. He's one of those Korean guys, like I said, who's like, woo, foreign are easy. What? Oh. So I let it go and see where it would get to. And finally, he's, you know, trying to play the good guy role. He's such a fake good guy. He's trying. So I just came right out. I was like, dude, what's really going on here? Like, for real, what's going on? Tell the truth. Time to come clean. And that's when he was like, well, yeah, I mean, you're cool and everything, but I just want to have sex. And I was like, not happening. Several times said no. So last night, starting at about 12:30 in the morning, I get call after call after call after call after call on my Kako, and message after message after message after message. Hey, come meet me at this station. I really want to hook up with you. Blah blah blah. Because the phone kept ringing and kept ringing, I woke up briefly and I sent a message that said, "How about no? No, definitely no. I'm not leaving at this hour. Number one, I wouldn't leave for that reason. Number two, and no." Didn't matter. I kept getting messages for another 30 to 45 minutes. Like, really? So, ladies, when you come, just beware. Not every guy is a bad guy. I mean, but just beware. There's another video that I saw on YouTube, and I'll give a shout out to them too. It's 10 types of guys you'll meet in Korea. I found it to be hilarious because I have met several of the types of guys that they said. There's the hair groomer. That's one of my best friends, is the hair groomer. The fake nice guy. I've met the fake nice guy, but he was a Korean guy that I met who lives in the States. Actually I met two fake nice guys. There's the guy who targets foreigners. Met that guy. There's so many types that are on there. Hilarious, suggested, highly suggested. So it's hot as balls, but I think I'm gonna venture back outside because I'm tired of just sitting in here. But I wanted to take some time and at least put up my first video blog. And thank you so much for watching. You can read the rest of what's going on. Again, it's megoopyoda.wordpress.com. And I will put up another video blog as soon as possible. It might be something a little short because this is super long. But yeah, that's what it is. So go ahead and leave your comments, questions, whatever below, and I'll answer everything that I can as quickly as I can. A lot of that might happen after I get home Sunday, but I'll continue to keep up with my blog and my video blog, yeah, as I go along. So I do plan on coming back and just that and there. And apparently, from what I hear, my blog is kind of interesting because weird stuff happens to me. Like, I'm a weird magnet, so weird stuff happens to me. And I just decided to write about it. So, there you go. So, me and Jabba say annyeong, and I'll write and a vlog again soon. See ya! Bye-bye!